Day 180, I'm about to hit this take in one take, no filler words. So daily recap, I just came from confession. I'm driving to the park to work out. Now, we spent most of the day so far just setting up Claude Code. And I'll talk about that later as to why I'm using Claude Code now. But this week has been accomplished. We built. That was the objective of the week, was just building, and it took way too long. And I realized that it should not take me this long to build out a system. Now, it was more than just one process that I automated. I automated like at least 2 to 3 processes just got automated. And I built that all out using Claude, by the way, to guide me in the right direction, which helped a lot. And mind you, I learned so much just building this one because I was doing new techniques that I hadn't done before, which was cool. And I'm really understanding how the automations work in terms of at least N8N. I wonder if you guys can hear the music. That might copyright me. Now that took me way too long. Mind you, I mapped out the entire wireframe, and then I was like, okay, now time to just put it into Claude and just tell it, okay, what do I need to do? The thing is, I felt like I just ran into so many issues that it ended up, the wireframe did not look that similar. It looked very like a skeleton compared to what I actually built. I'm not saying that I overcomplicated things on my current workflow, the actual final result, because that's as lean as I could get. But then Claude Code is just gonna let me do this all way faster. If it takes me 3 days to build that out, it should hopefully take me 2 days to get the same result. Not 2 days, sorry. A day and a half, maybe. That's the goal, that kind of speed. So how the process is gonna go is I'm gonna use Claude to vibe code on N8N. So I'm gonna ask it to assemble me a wireframe off of what I think it needs. Then it's gonna expand upon the wireframe. Then it's gonna vibe code the first iteration. And then I'm gonna keep iterating on this product until I'm about like 90% done. And then the rest is just gonna be, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna decide if it's good enough or not. Final tasks, final checks, making sure everything's secure, everything's stress testing. That's all me. I'll run that. That doesn't take long. And I would rather do it manually because N8N Claude can fuck up. And that's a part where I know what I'm doing. So it doesn't need Claude. Now, with regard to that, this week was building. Next week, I need to sort out the back end and the front end. One thing I need to do, probably today I would want to do it, but I think I'll just do it Monday, is build out a website, which is one of the main reasons why I did need Claude Code, but also because it does speed things up. So I can build out a website I'm going to use my current domain, Sasso Media. It's not an automations, like the domain does not speak automations. So probably not going to use that one for when I actually launch the agency and just have my own agency, and I'm starting to do proper outbound towards my actual niche. Like after I'm trying to get the testimonials, like right now it doesn't matter because I'm just getting testimonials, so it doesn't matter what domain I use. I'm just running as like a solo guy, blah blah blah. You know, I'm just trying to I'm up and coming, blah blah blah. I'm pre-revenue, whatever shit. So right now I'm just gonna build out a website for my current client, get him just a page, and then give him a login so that he can access and put in the data that he needs instead of using the Google Sheets that I've been running on. It's running on Google Sheets. Big problem. So that is a problem that I'm gonna run into. Would mean I might have to get a I might consider just getting a Google Cloud, or there has to be another alternative that's cheaper or at least more centralized. So we'll figure that out, and then we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it there. Obviously, as the week goes on, I'm sorting out the back end shit and the front end shit, and just working on all that. And I know what the next steps are. It's I need to first of all finalize who my customer is, finalize the customer avatar. And then I'm gonna start sort of mapping out the actual outbound, and then mapping out the inbound from obviously the traffic, lead capture, everything, all that, blah, blah, blah. That's the goal of next week. That's all of next week, all of that. Chances are it's a lot of work, might even bleed into the week after, but if I work fast enough, it should be done at the end of next week. And then my first outbound campaign should be set up, and I can just launch at the end of the week, which is ideally when I want to do it. It's not urgent that I need to set up the domain now, because I'm just focused on getting testimonials. But obviously, the faster I go, the better. Sorry. I should sleep around. Fuck. So that's that. Let me just get on the other side. It's way better. Okay. So with that being said, the week after is when I want to be just focusing on iterating upon the actual outbound campaign, targeting whatever, just trying to get testimonials for at least systems, processes that are similar to what my customer avatar would need. Now, the thing is with the customer avatar, in my head, it's like, okay, I do want to go for enterprise, but also I would want to be open to different niches, different industries, just because that way, if I do an outbound campaign targeting whatever niche, whatever industry, and whatever pain point, I'm not married to a customer. So it does open up flexibility. And it is roughly the same approach. I think at least it'll be fine as long as no, it wouldn't be fine. That's two different customers. So yeah, that's for me to figure out. In terms of day trading, we haven't done any back testing today. We're gonna end the night with back testing. Didn't do it yesterday, but the numbers are looking okay in terms of win rate. We just still have to sort out the fact that I'm getting very little setups, little entries, very few entries within a month, and that's a problem because that just sucks. That's sucky. Even swing traders get more entries, and I'm not swing trading, so that's bad. If I was swing trading and I was getting very few entries, that's all right. But my trades are supposed to open and close within an hour, 2 hours, and I'm getting very few setups. So that's something to work on. In the meanwhile, probably at the end of the day, that's probably when I'm gonna start doing that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we just hit 10 minutes. We have to go now. Bye bye.